Let's read the last part of Going Places by A.R. Burton. The teenage girl Sophie is just contemplating about Danny Casey. After dark, she walked by the canal, along a sheltered path, lighted only by the glare of the lamps from the wharf across the water, and the unceasing drone of the city was muffled and distant. It was a place she had often played in when she was a child. There was a wooden bench beneath a solitary elm where lovers sometimes came. She sat down to wait. It was the perfect place. She had always thought so for a meeting of this kind, for those who wished not to be observed. She knew he would approve. For some time, waiting, she imagined his coming. She watched along the canal, seeing him come out of the shadows, imagining her own consequent excitement. Not until some time had elapsed did she begin balancing against this the idea of his not coming. Here I sit, she said to herself, wishing Danny would come, wishing he would come and sensing the time passing. I feel the pangs of doubt stirring inside me. I watch for him, but still there is no sign. I remember Geoff saying he would never come, and how none of them believed me when I told them. I wonder what will I do, what can I tell them now if he doesn't come? But we know how it was, Danny and me. That's the main thing. How can you help what people choose to believe? But all the same, it makes me despondent. This knowing I will never be able to show them they were wrong to doubt me. She waited, measuring in this way the changes taking place in her. Resignation was no sudden thing. Now I have become sad, she thought, and it is a hard burden to carry. This sadness. Sitting here, waiting and knowing he will not come, I can see the future and how I will have to live with this burden. They of course will doubt me, as they always doubted me. But I will have to hold up my head remembering how it was. Already I envisage the slow walk home, and Joe's disappointed face when I tell him he didn't come, that Danny Casey. And then he will fly out and slam the door. But we know how it was. I shall tell myself, Danny and me. It's a hard thing, the sadness. She climbed the crumbling steps to the street. Outside the pub, she passed her father's bicycle propped against the wall and was glad he would not be there when she got home. Excuse me, but aren't you Danny Casey? Coming through the arcade, she pictured him again outside Royce. He turns, reddening slightly. Yes, that's right. I watch you every week with my dad and my brothers. We think you are great. I wonder, would you mind signing an autograph? His eyes are on the same level as you are on. His nose is freckled and turns upward slightly, and when he smiles, he does so shyly, exposing teeth with gaps between. His eyes are green, and when he looks straight at you, they seem to shimmer. They seem gentle, almost afraid, like a gazelle's. And you look away, you let his eyes run over you a little, and then you come back to find them slightly breathless. And he says, I don't seem to have a pen at all. You realize you haven't either. My brothers will be very sorry, you say. And afterwards you wait there alone in the arcade for a long while, standing where he stood, remembering the soft melodious voice, the shimmer of green eyes, no taller than you, no bolder than you, the prodigy, the innocent genius, the great Danny Casey. And she saw it all again, last Saturday. Saw him goes past the lumbering defenders, heard the 50,000 catch their breath as he hovered momentarily over the ball, and then the explosion of sound as he struck it crisply with the ball, the sudden thunderous eruption of exultant approbation.